everyone. This is Mark Stoudemeyer today from Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, located at 5109 Liberty Highway in Pendleton, South Carolina. You're going to be stuck with me today, Mark, because Don is on assignment and could not be here today. So today is Wednesday, June 23rd, and let's see if I can make this thing work. A lot of times I don't have much luck with it. And I'm not having a lot of luck with it right now. Okay, Don says the weather is 89 degrees with cloudy skies. I was just trying to pull up my weather to get an update on that. It appears right now here it's 81 degrees. 81 degrees. Wednesday it's going to 89. Don's right. It's going to be 89 degrees. It's going to be 72 tonight, and it just shows cloudy skies. It does show clouds over the sun. So Don's got that perfectly right on the TV screen. So we've got a nice day in the upstate, though it's a little warm in the upstate and has been for a while. And some of us are praying for some rain, the kind of gentle rain that doesn't cause any problems, but we sure could use some, I think. All right, shout outs today go to Jane, Heather, Josh, Carter, Blaine, Hampton, Hudson, Kinsey, Kim, Josh, Blakely, Grant, Syl down in Florida, and Heidi down in Florida, and Charlie and Harper down in Florida, and my wife Julie, and a longtime friend of Don's, David Hall. So Don would say, David, if you're listening, I hope you're doing very well. And Don would say, always loving Martin, their son, who passed away a number of years ago. Fine banjo player Martin was, and he's really the reason this store is here and that this store is a bluegrass venue today. But I'll let Don tell that story when he's back. He's told it before, but he can remind everyone of it. Okay, let's see if we'll go forward here. Seems like it takes 2 clicks every time. At Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we have music lessons all week. We can teach fiddle or classical violin if you want to play that, or mandolin, or bass, guitar, banjo, anything with a string that's kind of along the line of bluegrass we teach. I've always say we don't teach this sitar over here, the Indian sitar. You'd have to have someone else teach you that. But anyway, there's one here. If you can find a teacher, y'all come use it. And Don says we have the best instructors in the upstate, and I think we do. We've got one of them here right now. Mr. Gary Bell is over here right now. He's back after a little hiatus, and his student Murph is with him. Murph was on here not too long ago, Murph, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple weeks
ago.
A
couple of 3 weeks ago, Murph was on here. Did a really good show, and I think when Gary's fully recovered from his surgery, they're going to teach a lesson on one of these shows. So that'll be interesting. I saw them working one day on a particular lesson, and I thought, well, that's fantastic. So they should teach that to the community at large. So, Mr. Gary, you just let me know when y'all are up to that, and we'll get Don to put you on the agenda for the show. Okay? All right. If you want to talk about instruction, call Don. His number is area code 864-376-1482. Okay? Let's see if I can go forward and see what else we got here. It's going to take twice. It's going to take 3 times this time. Oh, and then it went one too far. Now I'm all the way back. Okay, we sell hats, shirts, mugs. You can see I've got my mug, and it's about half full of coffee. And Don is now, he's got coffee again. Let me show you that. I think he would like it. Let me hurry here. Okay, I'm back. I went with Don last week one day to Murphy, North Carolina to his coffee roaster a gentleman he's known since he was a teenager down in Florida. And we actually went up there with Murph. Murph went with us a couple of months ago, and we moved that machine, and it was a 960-pound machine, he said, and we moved it from a cabin on the mountain down to his house in Murphy. And it was quite a project. Don rented a truck for that. But he got the coffee roaster up and running, and he's roasted Don some coffee, and he's got quite a few flavors. This is Banjo Blend. This is his best seller. This is what you would think of more as morning breakfast coffee, I think. It's just a good unflavored coffee. Then he's got several flavors over there. We were looking at it yesterday. He's got Guitar Hazel, which is a hazelnut coffee. He's got Fiddle Me Crazy, which I think at the store would be called Jamaica Me Crazy or something. He's got a couple of others up there. I don't remember quite what they were. My brain is skipping out on me. But anyway, Don does have coffee again. So y'all call him up for a bag of coffee. 14 ounces for $14.50. So that's his sale price, and there we go. So he's got coffee again. Let's see what else. He'll find you an instrument if you want, a banjo or a mandolin or a fiddle or a guitar. He's got quite a few hanging around, and if he doesn't have it, he probably has a wide enough network to try to help find you one. And our sponsor today is STEC, Steck Equipment, for all your equipment needs. They are over in Anderson, and Don is now an authorized dealer for this area. So again, the store here is located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. And again, you call here, Don's number, 864-376-1482, and ask for Don. If you want to talk about equipment or get him to introduce you over to Steck or whatever. Let's see if I can move it forward again. Okay, if you want to sponsor our show, give Don a call at the numbers I gave you. No charge to be a sponsor. And Don asks that you follow us on social media pages, YouTube, Facebook under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. And he always does his thumb like this and asks you to click below to subscribe. As he's trying to build subscribers. Let's see if I can go. Okay. Now we're back to teaching the instruments again. Okay. And let me talk a minute about Saturday night. The store opens at 6:30 on Saturday night. From 6:30 to usually around 8 or a little after 8. They do what's called a circle, and they form these chairs into just a big circle, and any level of musician can come and sit in that circle. It's sort of like what you would call an old-time guitar pull, where they just go around the circle, and if you want to play a tune or sing a tune, you'll get your turn. The band will try to accompany you, but it's any level of musician, so we're kind of like a family get-together here. It's not going to be a professional concert at that point, but you'll sing your song, and then they'll pass the mic to the next one who wants. And if you're uncomfortable with performing, you can just pass and just sit there and play rhythm or be a lead player like on the banjo. If you don't sing, you can play breaks and that kind of thing. So again, every Saturday, except for just certain special holidays like Christmas and maybe New Year's or something like that, if it falls on that day, New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve or something like that, come and play. And then around 8 o'clock on those Saturday nights, Don sort of breaks the circle down, and the more experienced musicians who've done more playing in bands and that kind of thing will sort of form an impromptu house Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass band. And there's usually quite some talented musicians here to do that, some good singers and some really good pickers. So that usually starts sometime after 8, and it usually goes to, lately it's been going to between 9:30 and 10. His sign says he goes to 11, but that's not been happening too much recently. So it doesn't really go too late into the night, and it's informal. You can come and go as you please. There's no cover charge to get in. They do pass a jar sometime around 8 o'clock to help keep the lights on and the power and air conditioning. He's got 2 air conditioners that keep the building pretty cool when it's full. So think of that. Saturday night, y'all come out and see what's going on here. If you just want to check it out, don't want to bring your instrument the first time, don't. Just come and check it out and you'll see, and then you can come back again with your instrument. Or you can bring it the first time, whatever you want. So I think that's all on the, it keeps going back to that. Okay, now I've gone through all the slides, so that the last slide says this morning, and I guess that's when I'm supposed to tell you what's going to happen this morning. Well, if you watched last week, you'll remember I said last week, Don was here, both of us were here, and I said I was going to talk about the old Bluegrass song, Pig in a Pen, and we kind of got sidetracked. Pig in a Pen was credited, although he may or these old folk songs you don't really know, but Fiddlin' Arthur Smith is kind of credited as the writer, but he's also credited with introducing the old instrumental tune Blackberry Blossom. So last week we played him playing Blackberry Blossom, and I played a video of Bela Fleck and B.B. Boness doing 2 banjos on Blackberry Blossom. So that's kind of what I guess I like to do, is try to give a little bit of history about this. So today I thought, since Don asked me to do it because he couldn't be here, I thought I would go back and we'll talk a little bit about Pig in a Pen. Most of you probably know what that is, but let me get my banjo. I don't profess to be a great singer, but you're going to have to put up with it for just a minute. Oh, I don't profess to have a great memory either, because I hung my banjo back here a while ago. Okay, Pig in a Pen. Notice I've got capo all the way up to 7th fret, so I'm going to play like this is in G, and this is a plectrum, a 4-string banjo. It is tuned just like the first 4 strings on a 5-string, and the neck is the same length as a 5-string. So this one's called a plectrum. It's not a tenor. A lot of people, when they see 4 strings on a banjo, they think tenor. You want to play?
Yeah, I'll play with you.
Okay, yeah. Gary's going to accompany me. And then when we finish, I'm going to talk a little bit about it and then play you a couple of versions of it from the internet. Okay. Gary, I hadn't tuned.
We in G?
We're going to play in D. You want a capo?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Sound pretty good, doesn't it? You want a tuner to check it? Sound okay, dude?
Huh?
Sound okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got a pig. I'm going to go a little speedy with it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I got a pig home in a pig. Gonna feed her mom. All I need for a little girl to feed her when I'm gone. Black clouds rising, sure sign of rain. Get your old gray bonnet on, sweet little Eliza Jane. I got a pig home in a pig. Gonna feed her mom. All I need for a little girl to feed her when I'm gone. Try to pick. How you think I know? Can tell by that gingham gown hanging down the road. I got a pig home in a pig, gonna feed her mom. All I need is for a little girl to feed her when I'm gone. Going on Papa sore, tall sugar cane, violets down to molasses for sweet Liza Jane. Make a little biscuit bake, make 'em big and brown. Make me get a little biscuit baker, Alabama bound. Last time I got pig home in a bin, corn feed him on. All I need is a pretty little girl to feed him when I'm gone. All I need is a pretty little girl to feed him when I'm gone. Good job, Gary. Thank you. Thank you, Murph. We have one applauding us. Okay, well, thank you. Well, we got just a few more minutes, so I'm going to talk just a little bit more about that song. Hopefully, I won't step. Oh, I need to put this up out of the way. Okay, we're going to try something new today. We've got the TV all plugged up here, and thanks to our assistant, Mr. Bill Holliday, who had to leave, he actually got my computer to show on this television. So, Heather, is that whole TV showing? Can you see it?
Get it on there.
Say what?
Working on it.
Okay, let me turn these lights out. Maybe that'll help. Get the glare off of it. Does that help?
I got it.
Okay. We got this big TV here now that we try to work with. Okay, you just heard Gary and me do that song, our version with the lyrics that I kind of like to sing. It's got lots of different lyrics, so I'm going to play you the original by Fiddlin' Arthur Smith here. Pig in a Pen, or Pig in the Pen, and I believe they originally called it Pig at Home in the Pen. Recorded this song in 1937 as Pig at Home in the Pen, and is listed as the author, but some of the lyrics seem to be floaters from earlier works. So let's see if this is not going to play it for me. Nope. I got to go to YouTube. Bear with me just a minute while I try to pull it up on YouTube so I can put it on the whole screen. I believe this is it. 2 minutes and 17 seconds long. I wonder why the TV's not picking up the sound. Can y'all hear that?
Got that pig at home and pen, corn to feed him on. All I want for a little girl to feed him when I'm gone. Went to see my darling, what do you think she said? She said she wouldn't marry me, the rest of the boys were dead.
Should have the sound on the TV, but you're late for that, I guess.
Got that pig home to pen, corn to feed him on. All I want for a little girl to feed him when I'm gone. When she see me coming, she wring her hands and cries, "Here yonder comes the sweetest boy that ever lived to die." When she see me leaving, she wring her hand and cries, "Here yonder goes the meanest boy that ever lived to die."
Banjo's participating, y'all can probably hear.
Got that pig at home in the bin, corn to feed him on. All I want is a pretty little girl to feed him when I'm gone.
All right, how about that? I hope y'all could hear that okay. That was Fiddlin' Arthur Smith and his trio doing Pig in a Pen. Now I'm struggling with YouTube here. I was going to play you another version of that, one more version, which I just love to listen to, and it's going to be a little different than Bluegrass. Okay, now I'm back to the screen where I maybe can find the other one. Okay, here, Pig in a Pen. I'm not going to tell you who this is. I'm going to let you guess after it gets started. But I just love this arrangement and a little bit of talking about it. Okay, here we go.
Pig in a Pen is just one of those completely over-the-top, faster than you could even think about playing songs, and it's just great.
Well, I guess I stopped it when I tried to get like to get this thing off of the bottom of it. So we'll start it up again.
To get to play it with, and look back and see those.
Something must be touching it when I put it under that microphone.
Violinist struggling back there, but these folks don't struggle. They just sit there and play it. I mean, it's like effortless. They're just brilliant players.
Playing the banjo is the late, great Jim Mills on this. Lost a great one when he passed away.
I gotta take it home to the corn to feed him on. All I need's for a little girl to be with him gone. Now there's your love song. Going on a mountain, so a little king, raised barrel sergeant, sweet Eliza Jane. I gotta take it home to the corn to feed him on. All I need's for a little girl to be with him gone. Now comes a gal of mine, how do you think I know? Rebecca Gingham gown and dancing. I got a big home, big corn to feed him on. All I need is a little girl to keep with him gone. Dark clouds rising, surely sign rain. Get your grip on it, don't realize the Jane. I gotta take it home to pin corn to feed him on. All I need is a little girl to keep with him gone.
Mr. Jim Mills with Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder. And the Boston Pops.
Bacon biscuits, baby, bacon good and brown. And get the biscuits back around Bambi bound. I gotta take it home to pin corn to feed him on. All I need is a little girl to keep with him gone.
I'm going to leave it on, let you look at the credits, because I believe the gentleman who arranged for the orchestra did this. I'll let you see his name if you want to know who does these kind of things. There are more than one of these with the Pops. I would look them up if I were you. For information on arranging and composing, quantumdave@cox.net. quantumdave@cox.net. Okay, well, how about that? Wasn't that a great version of that song?
Great version.
Ricky Skaggs and his Kentucky Thunder is a great band, as you all know, and they just played that at probably about 180, 185 beats a minute. They were moving on, weren't they? So anyway, Fiddlin' Arthur Smith, we've introduced him over the last 2 weeks. Especially if you're a fiddle player, you ought to look into his history, because he's known as one of the greatest of the old-time fiddlers back in the early 1900s. I believe the thing, if I remember right, said he recorded that Pig in a Pen in 1927, or did it say 32? Well, like I said, my forgetfulness is here, but anyway, it's been going a long time ago when he's a great fiddle player. Sometimes if you hear fiddle players talk, they'll talk about him. So, let me, I guess, Heather, how much time? We about done? You say we got 3 minutes. Well, let me grab the little banjo again and I'll just muff around on this for a couple of minutes. Let's see. Well, I ain't gonna work on the rail. Gary, you wanna come play?
Go ahead.
No?
Go ahead.
Ain't gonna work on the railroad. I ain't gonna work on the farm. Lay around the shack till the mill train gets back out. In my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Laid around the shack till the mill train gets back out. In my sweet baby's arms. Where were you last Saturday night while I was lying in the jail, out walking the streets with another man? Even goes my bell, rolling my sweet baby's arm, rolling my sweet baby's arm. Laid around the shack till the mail train gets back, and I roll in my sweet baby's arm. There you go. Okay, Miss Heather, that ought to about get us there, shouldn't it? We'll see y'all next week. Don will be back next week, and y'all just come join us. Hope maybe he can report on his assignment that he's had this week, say what he was doing, and we'll hope you'll join us next week. Same time, same place. Bye.